Hey, this is Pastor Pete from the Rock Church, author of the new book, Prodigal Father. This is a new project that we're engaging in, and I need your support. We are trying to raise $7,500 to get this book published. And so I want to thank you in advance, all of my investors, all of my supporters who will be a part of this project, and want just to encourage you to invest and help us get this book published. Yeah, this book came about after me discovering and finding my dad after 30 plus years of looking for him on Skid Row. I grew up in the 70s, my dad and my mom in a two-parent household with my dad and mom in Inglewood, and right around about the third grade, my mom left my dad for several reasons, but one of the biggest reasons is because he had started using drugs. I never had anyone to really teach me of what it was to be a man, essentially from my own biological father. I had father figures in my life, but really wanted to still have that authentic relationship with my biological father. And so just really wanted to reconnect with him, really wanted to find him, and really wanted reconciliation between us. I really had to go through a process of forgiveness. And so even in the book, Prodigal Father, it's really about the story of the prodigal son that Jesus tells in that parable. And so with my story of the prodigal father, I often ask, well, what happens when those tables are turned and the son has to be the father and the father has to be the son? And so I kind of see that story of forgiveness through the parable of the prodigal son in the Bible. I would oftentimes wonder where my dad was. I knew he was on Skid Row. I knew he was living on the streets, but did not know exactly where. I went and searched for him and tried to find him, and reconnected for a brief moment, but then lost touch with him again. Even before they had the hashtag of Black Girl Magic, my mom was Black Girl Magic, and just thinking about all of the things that she had to endure, and even now with me reconnecting with and she's been praying for me and in our relationship, and so I'm just excited and happy that my mother is as strong as she's been.
As I remember back when my son was 12 years old, how he began to ask about seeing his father. And on several occasions, my brother would set up these meetings, but he would always be a no-show. And I wanted to tell my children, don't ask me anymore about seeing your father. I said, because he don't want to see you.
There are a lot of people that are out there who grow up without their fathers, without their biological fathers. There are a lot of people who are fathers who don't have relationships with their own sons and daughters. And so I hope that when people read this book, that they find it in their own hearts to begin that process of forgiving their own fathers, their own brothers, their own uncles and cousins, and even for fathers to really forgive themselves for not having relationships with their own children.
Peter was young, and look at you, you minister and everything. I'm proud of that.